She introduced the Meals Act, the 2020 Meals Act, loosened oversight, enabled more than $250 million of fraudulent payouts, yet she says no idea of any wrongdoing.
I just hope there's a text chain, emails, some evidence linking Walz and her to knowledge, because you never, legally speaking, if they knew that something was happening, you've got to prove it. If they can say, I didn't know about it, and you can't prove it, they can get away with that. But even more than the legal aspect of this, I think about the voters in Minnesota. You've got to look at this and say, enough is enough already. But, you know, Brian, I'll kick it to you because you're from Minnesota. I wonder how these kinds of leaders have gotten in their positions in the first place. I don't think your voter base is going to kick them out of office, which is just, I mean, it's atrocious. It's shocking to me. But the voter has power here. And if they do nothing about it, then it's on them.
Well, it's that voter power thing. Yeah, like around Minneapolis and St. Paul and the suburbs, I don't know. They always go for these guys. They go for Walz, and Omar's a smaller district that's voting for her, but it is voter power. And what's interesting, and I don't know where this is going to go, but one thing you should know is in Minnesota, people have been documenting all of this and digging into this far longer than we've been talking about it at the national level, and there's some really good work there. Omar, just to name one guy, so there's a guy named Guhad Hashi Saeed who was convicted in August of running a fake food site called Advanced Youth Athletic Development. Okay, whatever that was, definitely didn't serve food. But that guy worked for Omar in 2018 and 2020 as a campaign enforcer. So he made sure that folks in the Somali community in Minneapolis voted and voted for her. Okay, that's the kind of people she consorted with. So what I would say is it's wintertime. There's ice in the lakes in Minnesota. It's very thin right now. When you get out on a thin ice, you might fall in. I think Omar's on very, very thin ice right now. And the more people dig into this, the more they're going to find she was not. This isn't just because programs were set up quickly.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. She knows the people who knew exactly how to crack the
But let's say that they were set up quickly.
They were, but that's not the problem. That's the main problem.
But the spending stats are clear. I don't need an email to know that it went from one number to exponentially another number every single year, compounding over and over again.
Yeah.
And we had somebody on the other night that was a Republican state senator, and he wanted to put the blame on everybody else. And I would say, your blame's on you, too. We argued with people and we told them what was happening. This is where a whistleblower has to come in and say, here are the stats, here are the numbers. I don't need any proof. The math is the math.
I think people get frustrated because I can't figure out the why. Sure, this person, all these people, Democrats in Minnesota, you included, Brian, hate capitalism, right? And so they just want to perpetuate fraud because they're not good stewards of money. There's no shareholder. You would vote, the taxpayer is the shareholder, but if the taxpayers are voting, they're not good stewards of money and they don't care. But what is the why? Just to perpetuate so that we can all be poor
Financial
and then go
illiteracy.
to socialism? But why? What is the argument against being a good steward of money?
I don't see
The
it
lack
that
of
way.
knowledge of how to do it.
I don't see it that way at all. I see them as thieves.
Yeah, it's
And
thievery.
it's just straight out, I want to line my pockets, and I want to go down the socialism route and take it away from you because, again, I want this elite, I want to be part of this elite dominating class that controls things. And Ilhan Omar brought all of these people, or allowed for, let me say, created a situation that allowed for them to swarm into Minnesota. And she is all about, you know, you're one of me. I want you to thrive. Whether
and so
that
I don't care about tax. I don't care about fraud.
But can I tell you what?
Yes.
So like the voters, all these suburbs around the cities, these people who are not Somali in that community and voted for this stuff, one, they didn't know a ton about it. But two, when they found out about it, do you know what what Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar and anybody who they might have asked about it would have said, you're a racist.
Yep.
You're a racist because you're blaming this on Somalis. And in 2020, 2021, and 2022, Minnesota, the home of the whole George Floyd debacle, that had a lot of currency.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons it's taken so long for this
fair.
to come out.
That's fair.
If you are accountable for taxpayer money, if you demand accountability, you're a bigot and a racist, according to these people. So let's reverse that. They're saying that embracing thievery, fomenting it, and recklessness is noble? No, it's not. And the American people are not idiots. This ends, they get into this job, they run for office because it's a grift. It's a grift for all the people. It is a con for all the people who got them elected and enriched them.
And the risk of taking it away is the risk of losing your seat.
So it's gone. This is a reckoning for all of these lying liberal grifters. We've hit $38 trillion in debt. You don't get any more money. No more crying hard times. And like the more that these media outlets, the regime media, write about the poor Somali community.
State comptrollers.
They came into this country. We brought them into this country, and these individuals stole from us. All of them who were behind this will rue the day. All of them.
And make no mistake also, there was some reporting recently about Ilhan Omar's own net worth. I mean, it's not like she hasn't been enriched in certain ways as well.
Done
I'm
quite
not
well for
necessarily
herself.
saying from the fraudulence, but that position of power hasn't been, let's say, it's been very lucrative for her.
Sure has.
You can't even marry your first cousin where I come from.